So let's give a quick rundown on how braid mainline can be effectively used when sea fishing. Braid has a lower diameter than mono-based line, meaning that it's not only more aerodynamic, but it also reduces the rate that the line depth decreases on the spool. This is crucial because the less the line depth on the spool reduces, the less friction there will be as your line flows from the reel. This significantly increases casting distance. Its low diameter also means it cuts through tide effectively, preventing your lead sinker from lifting and not holding bottom. This makes it a good option for strong tidal venues from the shore or for down tide fishing from a boat. Conversely, up-tide boat fishing may best be done using lines which catch the tide more effectively. Braid also has very little stretch, offering superior bite detection and really puts you in touch with what is happening at the end of the line as the fish fights. Due to the low stretch, it is also much easier to set the hook, only requiring an easier strike. This comes in especially useful in situations like fishing in deep water where high stretch lines would otherwise set hooks less effectively. Sunlight causes mono to deteriorate over time. Braid can have an increased shelf life over mono due to the fact it is UV resistant. Contrary to belief, braid can actually hold up well against abrasion when it is compared to mono of equal diameter. New materials which make braided mainlines, such as high-density polyethylene or ultra-high-weight polyethylene lines, are highly durable, especially when the fibers are made using tight weave techniques, such as those used by trusted manufacturers that have built a good name from tried and tested products. Very cheap braid should typically be avoided as it will have poor durability. Braid comes in lines that have different numbers of strands. These include 4-strand line, 8-strand line, and higher. All of these types offer all the benefits of low diameter and low stretch, though generally speaking, the higher the number of strands, the higher the quality of the line. Despite this, lower numbers of strands such as 4-strand line can actually be more suitable in certain situations, as it generally has higher abrasion resistance and can even cut through kelp and weed effectively due to its rougher profile. 8-strand line is generally considered higher quality, as it is a much smoother, more supple line. This results in low friction when flowing off the spool, through the eyes of the rod, and through the air throughout the entire cast. This results in less casting issues such as wind knots, as well as superior casting distances. When using braid, we suggest using fixed spool or spinning reels to avoid the braid digging in on the spool and causing the reel to overrun. It's also important to use a reel of at least reasonable quality that will provide good line lay, which prevents tangles and issues with casting. Be sure to first add some mono to the spool before adding your braid, as this will help provide a foothold that will prevent your braid from slipping on the spool and causing any issues. Avoid overfilling the spool. Simply fill the spool until it is level. This will also prevent problems. For ledger fishing or fishing baits on the bottom from the beach, we suggest using a tapered shock leader, as this will provide a rubbing leader against abrasion as well as a break point should you snag, which will prevent you losing lots of braided line unnecessarily. This will also prevent you from creating line snags as a result. By using streamlined knots such as the FG knot, this will also prevent wind knots and casting issues. As for fishing with lures, this typically uses a lighter setup, so it's often important to avoid overly heavy casting leaders if casting lighter lures. This ensures streamlined casting when using braid. No matter whether you are using baits or lures, always remember to keep the braid nice and tight on the spool as you reel the line back onto the reel. This again will prevent casting issues. Here are some typical diameters and the breaking strains that they provide. Make a note of the diameter you would use for your own fishing needs. 0.2 mm, for instance, is a great all-round option for fishing from the beach in both the UK and Europe, or from beaches in the USA. If you wish to try some decent quality mid-range price braid that is good value for money, check out the links in the video description that will take you straight through to the product page. By using these links, you help support our small-sized channel, ensuring we earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. We also offer promotional discounts at certain times, so be sure to check in the description for more info. If you are watching through a TV, you may struggle to access the links. We suggest opening the YouTube app on your phone, tablet, or laptop and searching Lighthouse Fishing, Braid Mainline, and look out for the title of this video. Once you click on the video, you will find easy access to any promotional links you wish to find. Be sure to use the correct Amazon link provided in our video description for your country's location. This will give you the quickest and cheapest postage available to you.